Hello, welcome back to the show once again at FMS. So Pep Guardiola is 9 points behind Arteta's Arsenal after dropping points once again at West Ham in the English Premier League. But they have a game in hand. It still looks like Arsenal are on their way to win the Premier League title. It means that Pep would miss out on the league title for the second time in a row. And yes, he has chance to win titles, of course, in the FA Cup. And he has a final to play against Arteta's Arsenal. But we're going to discuss the decline of Pep and his team, especially in a week that they are facing Real Madrid in the second leg of the Champions League. After that thrashing 3-0 defeat at the Bernabeu. So what's happening to Pep Guardiola? Is it close to his farewell? Should he leave anytime soon? Or he will just bounce back? I've got the guys here on the show. Lakum, Albert, Mark, everybody's full house, Charlie. Everything good.
Oh, Charlie, everything good.
Yeah. How was the weekend?
Great, Charlie.
Great. Like the word. Great weekend.
Great weekend.
Is it because you won? Or there's something else?
And there's another factor.
That means there's another thing.
There's another thing you did,
What
right?
is it?
What's that? Just us.
That's another factor.
Yeah, we need to
reason factors. More how to say.
It's my reasoning factors.
It's the fact that
Any reason factors that also be it. Also want to football. It's make football one factor.
Say what kind of life
My life me life was one pay football aspect.
And the final idea dance here.
I don't pay no idea dance I don't pay.
idea dancing.
Maybe I say me can say ade chim na me good health 100%
I dance the
yeah me
So we feel
there be a dance the na ni pakoni for no ditch no.
I dance the way.
Say na no the CAD.
Na not be.
Enra die.
Enra the CAD.
And
Me just I know say enra die.
Now your course be and not the see and answer only
me.
E dia dance here.
Me no ba me making a call. Ni me say mama.
Boga, the angel phone.
I'm bet my be phone na mama.
Okay, yeah.
You with my power screenshot they are twinching say my man for.
Yeah, the stress. Charlie, ma for you good.
Oh, a good weekends now say a come now new.
Hey.
Finances were for multi boy.
Finances what there.
Come home.
Finances were for.
You can
When the music I am near my
you chairman some pen was so corner mama.
Come mama.
Mama should fine.
Mama me fine.
But me mama ni maintain you different
Go
kids together. Was it?
Now what school?
Any school na me say.
You no coffee. Charlie, you for go out.
Da yunya tie. Boys na agenda na omo ye ne de come do match o.
Agenda be.
E be tun for mun ti.
Agenda be. Then na wo agenda be na wo be so.
E de se wa. E na ni ha.
Okay.
Now you can hear me name there.
Busa.
You know man you know say on.
O de busa na ma busa.
Charlie,
Everything go. I mean, it's went well. Yeah.
I was there. Anthony was there.
It went well, bro.
Wait to
Yeah,
Practice
normal
baby.
no routine.
You know, on Saturdays I have shows at Focus FM, 2 shows. So I mean, my Saturday is very packed.
I bet you did work.
Shoot. There was no
Competent worker.
You work.
But no show ba could be one person beka.
Alberto Molero.
Oh, now you see on Saturdays I have a Focus Sports show, which is Sports Arena.
Yeah.
And in the evening I have the Sportainment.
So you have 2 shows on Saturday.
2 shows on Saturdays.
Wow.
And on Sundays I'll go to church. On Sundays too I still have a show.
Saturdays or 3 shows.
At Focus.
Yes.
Charlie,
Saturdays
you're working hard. You're
or
working
3
hard.
shows.
That be hard.
Wow.
You're
Saturdays
working
or
hard.
3 shows. Trust me.
Hey, what's that? There were 3 shows. 3 shows.
Three shows, tell show near there.
Saturdays when I
Tell show near there. Tell show near
man
there.
in chill me person me.
Someone I work on no say 3 shows. You know say 3. The tell show near fine.
Saturdays when they were.
Saturday mostly. Na say Saturdays me no a. Anya no
And
na.
this Saturday now.
Saturday we na me ya.
Be minimum. Saturday we.
Nipa oni me yen so kan na
Jano
hwe
no
ni
quick can
man.
work for me
No,
Jano.
you see.
Me se nipa ye ni mu yen so kan na hwe ni man adwo.
And do chairman Alberto ni pabonini.
Me ka so nipa boni.
And they will
Boss they be no nipa boni.
They will can.
Ba shows ba ko na wan
Nka wa so
Shows bem.
Okay.
Ndi baba kan we. E bi amore ndi na okan was. That is to me more than shoot ejuma. It's ejuma na weekend ejuma na.
Okay.
Okay, Charlie. Good. We're good.
Charlie.
Good to be back, right? Let's get into the discussion. We're talking about Pep Guardiola and the cities and the City team. Yesterday after the 1-1 draw, or Saturday after the 1-1 draw with West Ham, people have now begin to conclude that City have lost the title to Arsenal because Arsenal earlier on they beat Everton in a very, very tight game, very difficult game. 2-0 at home. Jokeres with the first goal, and then Max Dorman with a winner for Arsenal. It means that they are now 9 points ahead of City, but City have a game in hand. So, quickly after yesterday's result, do you guys think that it is over for Man City? I want us to focus on Man City.
Okay.
Their title chase in the Premier League alone.
Okay, for Pep Guardiola as a whole, no, I think say man I idea for Manchester City so far. I think the term season it has not been easy. From 2016, 2017, the ninth season, right? 2016, 2017 season or by things has not been easy, and he has been able to achieve a lot for Manchester City. But you see, in Pennyfobu baby say. In future or 2 months and a crew doors one and transfer when day in January. So I just
you see in future or day man.
In future or 2 months
You have. That's saying like
at the pampa.
yeah. And a crew
program.
And a crew doors one.
Program.
Cinema ni bube.
Yeah, one moment you.
I saw bube rade. Pepper on there near on the pabi.
And then one way I can't have more communication.
why you put the force? He's speaking tree, and in the account culture, speaking tree comes with parables.
Yes.
So cast tree as a buba.
In the correct.
It makes sense. Why would we worry about it? Let's
and Krodos one.
I was so passive. I'm saying talk about it.
Me the beauty concept. I don't remember it.
The concept. There be a market concept.
Okay. Krodos one drama.
Okay, we now. And you see the idea of Pep Guardiola no. It started 2012 after say Chicky Bergestan by Manchester City no. Chicky free Barcelona after the post Laporta era because okay say now Laporta net president as of 2009 and lose elections with Sandro Rossell. Sandro Rossell also by the sporting director by so it means the Laporta members in the free club name which Chicky was part and I was a Chicky call cool and a Chicky call so I think it's 2012 and after say Sheikh Mansour move to tour Manchester City within 2012 I'm far Chicky buy. Now, it was part of the plan that they will have Pep Guardiola in their team. So the pursuing of Pep Guardiola was a plan in 2012.
Okay.
But I think say after 2013, Pep Guardiola after 2012 now Pep Guardiola so call of course sabbatical rest within 2014 Bayern Munich. Into the idea of having Pep Guardiola and to me and go through, but still they had a dream that one day they'll have Pep Guardiola in their team. It's City, they have been Mancini, they have been Pellegrini, who acknowledge their effort for Manchester City because they built the foundation for City. I'm going to Man City tasty how to win the Premiership. If I'm lying, cool. I'm going to Man City tasty how to win the Premier League, a lot of things. They built the foundation, but at a point in time, Manchester City felt like now. The foundation DLA. Now we will need a manager back into the concept that or the team elevated from being a one-time winning team to a consistent winning team.
Okay.
That was the idea Pep Guardiola into the system. So I think after Pep Guardiola free Bayern City for approaching in terms of needing come and they agreed that Obaba prefer team 2016-2017 season and he came. Pep Bayern in the first season when Jimmy Angie League title called troughless that season with the third in the Premiership. I think at that moment no be a criticize Pep and how he played in the La Liga and the Bundesliga for Premier League and fat when team in be But fast forward Obaji Premier League in Quan 6. Aje 4 times in a row breaking that record and Nikuta Manchester United as 3 times in a row but setting new record as City being the only team to win the Premiership 4 times in a row. Why the Champions League and City in GB that more. As some major trophies more. I should winning team. I'm a winning team that's our same or say chef for. So I feel like at this point, there I wasn't the Pabaya club will be and Pep Guardiola as a manager. Why? Indeed, Sabrino and also Judge Jumane to Honum. Not obeying to be fat at Wasso because me, I mean, who say tactically no Guardiola na ni enim no ahoɔden ni ho sɛ first ni biem and it's normal for that to happen because the time be to Carlo Ancelotti mo atu Jose Mourinho atu some big coaches even Alex Ferguson it do time they had net no and tactically na oni ho biem it I can see say Pep he's trying something but it's not working out and then the fourth a do time teams are trying to figure out how he does his things and I'm a bro for no
how he does
his things, yeah.
How he does his things. Into a do time made me feel say Pep Guardiola to step aside. And the title race as a whole, no, me feel say at this point, Pep no title race ni over. I know a man who force hope because I don't know from the angle when I measure, I don't know. Arsenal win the title from the onset. You see, the other day yene boss ni show no Mr. T one thing and say now upset issue of football move for players to learn so what they make can I say so within that 2 seasons about 70% of the Arsenal squad no they've learned a lot from the previous seasons mistakes are leading lose the title no it's right now no one thing I know no the mentality na any no the Arsenal could drop a point na 2 points at the only city and hope when the next game psychologically no as I could drop a points but right now Arsenal master will say even with 2 points still you're maintaining lead I'm gonna be do Saben will lead by 9 points so Arsenal as it stands on your favorite game but we're the clear winner of the Premier League as it stands and I see them even beating Manchester City omu game never title deciding game name to win the Premier League so I feel like Pep intro town na fan and far away. And it's normal because we consider fact as well. City 2 are building a new team after a rough season last season. New set of players: Antoine Semenyo Bem, Ryan Chekiaba, Tijani Ryan Desimo, Nico Gonzalez last season and fast. But they are trying to build a winning team. So in as much as a person Pep Okono, City 2 in the subsequent seasons, they will need a coach. Foundational Pep laid 2 or before say Okono. Honestly, Baba fat baton now ultimately City. I winning team babe. So it make a lot of sense. Pep a bit judgment to at this point because we achieved they also achieving it now.
Okay, into Pep Guardiola yesterday. Let's not forget that he was not on the touchline. He's on a suspension after the yellow card in the last game. Which game was this? Forgotten the opponent you were playing, but
I guess Nottingham.
Nottingham, right? Yeah, and he was very upset about some decisions. He was in the stands. And then he was seen making a lot of calls from the stands with his iPhone 17 Pro Max. And Ibusan was saying they charge the phone to full battery. They were able to communicate, but it still didn't work out. So we saw Pep Linders in on the touchline, and then he was doing the coaching for them. But after the game, Pep was asked about the title race, and he said, "We will continue. We have an incredible team spirit, and we fought after an incredible amount of effort in Madrid. We are an incredible team. We played so good, and until the end, we will continue." Lakum, Osumami.
About Pep in seminar. You see, the real question is not about Pep Guardiola struggling. The question is their dynasty circle and because we have seen teams at their peak. Yeah. You can talk about the Barcelona 2011 peak. After that, Barcelona equity. You can talk about Real Madrid, that three-peat team at their peak. At the point in time, after that dynasty second and Real Madrid, it is a mobile back. For me, you can talk about Pep Guardiola as the main issue because most people only believe is tactically recently only was because the tactical approach in games Pep Guardiola na no. And with the materials here for the tactics in the club, any word done because or so far in terms of how the approach will work recently. You want to say or done that. I mean, the big problem for me is City dynasty second and the problem no any about Pep struggling tactical approach. And you see, after say Abu Dhabi before better Manchester City in 2008, their vision was clear. We need Pep Guardiola to be our coach for dominance. It's almost for Ferran Soriano as their CEO and a sporting director, Jumano. I'm going to Siski Bergsten. And sir, these two personalities, everybody know how Pep Guardiola is associated with them at Barcelona in 2009. It's not the project was clear. You see, prior to Pep Guardiola era in our Manchester City, now Manchester City after say Abu Dhabi before the buy, that a competitive team in the English Premier League because Roberto Mancini before a team now at the budget the 2011-2012 league or the budget 13-14 league. In terms of competition wise, now Manchester City team air compete. Now Abu Dhabi team no investing much able players too. Until at the point in time Mokoto Kunagüero, now Mako fire Toure from Manchester City. Mokoto a whole bunch of superstars at the point in time. Eba team no. But na adia na Abu Dhabi before no expect a dominance, not competition. Until City for compete, but in terms of domination, na heading mom. Into that they need a man. Or build a football culture, another structure for a team, and that will be Pep. With Najumana at a point in time, or Koyama Barcelona in 2 and after being appointed. No. It's not the vision was clear. In the 2015-2016 season, Pellegrini, the team no got also 4th. No. That year now, Leicester City 4G. No. Satan na the Namake can Pep Guardiola so I rested. Then they appointed him as their coach. Obayano. The vision was clear. Come and build a reliable team. A long-term team. Adia you better rely solo on it as a team. I be an identity. Because Manchester City as a team. Na omuni that culture, omuni that identity. It was individual brilliance more than structure. Ya top players no many born. Until at the point in time, on team do individual brilliance na aye be my but na structure team. Into Pep Guardiola oba. The vision was clear, but never built it big kesiye for my. Ni engineer sonche for a long-term project. Ni an dominance more than see compete. Into oba 16 season anyi. But after that in the 17-18 Obeji League in it was at the point in time about from mouth Pina Premier League in Kase. Written a philosophy anyhow upon the ball compared to the Premier League, you know. A bad diamond because Premier League need a different ball game altogether compared to La Liga. Into what be or Bayern Munich, what be or Barcelona. So identity now it will be difficult for you at the English Premier League because of how intense the game is. Betoba, clear all the doubt. Eba be Juman. What build the Manchester City about a dominance team at the point in time, almost dominated the Premier League. For about 6 seasons, I have won the UEFA Champions League. One team in Canada, Manchester City in free. 2023, on Beji. I'm not the final pen. I'm not competitive in terms of the UEFA Champions League recently with Pep Guardiola. Until at the point of no many identity. We have build an identity. Identity is successful. The entire message say their dynasty second back to the end is say Bibia wanna say Shebiano and wanna we. No matter the situation, no matter how projects no yeah say be long term no ebeso. The philosophy that are building ube here a transformation or reformation. That is the situation in the Manchester City. Now their projects now Pep Guardiola be building more that identity. And yeah, can say Pep Manchester City for a possession team. You know how am I in terms of how I'm to play and how I'm build from their youth recently. I've been a big players from their youth because of the identity now Pep the Bayern. Identity now at to swatch from 2016 and they were in 2026. For the past 2 seasons, they Pep Guardiola so or my to the form name Pep Guardiola. Which I say the dynasty circle of Pep Guardiola identity at the point in time or the bar Manchester City needs a reformation. And the question was a reformation. Can Pep Guardiola build it again? Yes, he can. But now the expectation and the standard no believe in my or the Manchester City team no. Now people expected that same standard. No. That will be difficult for him because now in Pep so are competing for the Premier League and at the point in time the UEFA Champions League. If you need another transformation, or be expected that one is still performance now Pep get all the bar or this about. Yeah, person obey at the point where they compete. Never be a transformation. But Manchester City will be in this kind of situation for another 4 years. A Pep Guardiola, their coach. It will be difficult for fans to cope because Oman will be paying. They are Pep at the point in time. And the intimate time transfer Pep is a transformation. No, you're competitive at the point in time. They're in 2016. Many fans, title Manchester City fans are any Oman who this kind of drawers. Then you imagine now acquire that standard. No, it will find it difficult to cope. It's not the situation about me who say Pep. I was all. That was my reason because me say City fans and City management in better chance say Pep Guardiola a made transformation with this kind of performance. First now, but now on me put the standard in do say. Or no never building new team. And no mean that GDN say we to compete for the UEFA Champions League. But what the dynasty second and you need another transformation. Oh, transform me a day beyond sorry. There's better standard now. The man at the point in time, team do on. And we are coach as I do, but do a pain. And it will be difficult for them to cope. And the ever so or that is in your joint, what's or time nature, Sunday about. Some come around it and poor man your joint because pressure about so. And to reduce transformation, it's a young another coach because coach never. Coaching leave to the standard now. Pep Guardiola at the point in time, I live in the European scenes, you know. Into coach, you know, now they'll have a belief in him in the projects about not necessarily about the performance recently. Because Pep you know about the performance in the area. But different coach in the bar, you better coach in the projects how projects in the bois. Not necessarily about say you focus here be with the performance now the man mind. Say Enzo Maresca, but nobody is expecting Enzo Maresca to come and win the UEFA Champions League. Now, I'm the project, you know. That's the situation now. Until if it's a Pep Guardiola the time, no, the dynasty second end. Can no be man back on many different projects. I'll go follow straightly to that culture and identity now the buyer. So Pep needs to go. No be for back.
I see. Pep needs to go. Albert, I don't know what you make of the City team. What do you think are the flaws they are facing? So you analyze that for me, and then you end by answering whether you think the title is over for them in the Premier League.
Okay. What do I think is actually wrong with Manchester City?
Because Charlie, let's not forget that they spent a lot on transfers. Even in the January winter window, they signed the most informed player in the Premier League.
Yeah.
They signed the best, probably the best defender in the Premier League.
Yes.
So what is the problem?
So I think it's natural. And Pep Guardiola is being Pep Guardiola. In 2020, was it 2022 that Chelsea won the Champions League against, or 2021? 2021. After that Champions League final, what did we say about Pep Guardiola? He's all-knowing, always going to bring in new ideas. What did he do in that game that made people see those things? That he used Bernardo Silva as a defensive midfielder. Meanwhile, you already have a certain Rodri and then Fernandinho.
Nah, that game wasn't Bernardo Silva, Gundo.
No, Bernardo Silva played as a defensive midfielder in that game.
It was Gundogan. He has said it recently. I even posted it on my X.
So, almost back to seeing, he did not play a traditional defensive midfielder. In the final, that was very decisive. Look, Pep Guardiola went to the summer transfer and the January transfer. If I'm being correct, he spent over 300 million in these transfers, in these two transfer windows. But look at the Pep Guardiola team right now. The last two matches they've played, he's still fielding Bernardo Silva and Rodri as the integral members in his midfield. Against Real Madrid, he played only two natural midfielders. And those two natural midfielders, it was Rodri and then Bernardo Silva. Now, the reason why I said it's natural is because Rodri and Bernardo Silva has won whatever thing they have to win or they will have to win at Manchester City. So now, we are going to deal with eagerness here. How are the players eager to do more, to win something again? Pep Guardiola, is he 3-4 years ago, what he used to motivate the guys to go into matches to win something, to set a record. Is Pep Guardiola even now that motivated? Is he eager to win those things again? All these things plays factor, or they are important in here, because if Pep Guardiola was 4 years ago, 3 years ago, or 5 years ago, he will try the young and energetic guys who can go in from the first to the 90th minute to get the results for him to be able to win the match and win the trophy at the end of the day. Don't forget, he went to France. He signed one of the best attacking midfielders in that league, Ryan Cherky, right?
Yeah.
He went to Italy, one of the best central
the
midfielders
best midfielder at the end of the season.
in Italy.
Yes.
He's putting me on the bench. Against Real Madrid, he was on the bench. In fact, against Real Madrid, one of the players who knows how to play that game is Phil Foden. If I'm lying, say I'm lying.
And he's not been playing recently.
Yes, he's not been playing recently. And against Real Madrid, we all thought, oh, maybe since he have that history against Real Madrid, or since he has played that fixture for a quite longer period of time, he might feature him in that particular game. But what then happened? He was on the bench. In the defense, look, Nico O'Reilly is having a very good season with Manchester City as a left back.
Yeah.
But he went to Wolves. He signed their left back and he started the season very well. And even before the Real Madrid game, he was playing as a left back. He was having a good game. What then did Pep Guardiola do? He tried Nico O'Reilly, who's a young guy. Yes, in the first match they played against Real Madrid in the league phase, he played Nico O'Reilly and he played well. But this is a knockout stage for crying out loud. He tried Kosanov as a right back. So he was just trying a whole lot of things in a crucial game. That is the problem of Pep Guardiola. That is the problem of Pep Guardiola.
Arrogance.
His arrogance. He too believes in himself. And I think Lacombe always says, let me borrow it from him. It's good to be loyal. But too much loyalty retards development. Trusting Bernardo Silva and Rodri. Look, Rodri got injured the whole of last season. Even this season, he has had setbacks. And you decide to go in with a two-man midfield, a half or not 100% fit Rodri, and a Bernardo Silva who is not at his highest level. He's the one you are playing. They are the two midfielders you are playing.
The sad thing is he has a certain young, fresh blood in
Good.
Nico Gonzalez.
Nico Gonzalez in there, Ratchaki on the bench, Tijani Reinders on the bench, Phil Foden on the bench. See, before the Real Madrid game, Jeremy Doku has not been playing for Manchester City. He has been out injured. He came in against the Newcastle game and he got a goal. Yeah. Savino against the Newcastle and he got a goal. Pep Guardiola fits those two players in the game. You see, so it bounces back to Pep Guardiola's eagerness to win at this point at Manchester City. Now, who are involved in this particular situation? Two entities. One, Pep Guardiola, and two, Manchester City. How does Manchester City sack Pep Guardiola?
They can.
Good. So they'll ask these questions. They can sack Pep Guardiola because Manchester City is an institution. Pep Guardiola is an individual.
His contract ends at the end of next summer.
Good. So let's see. You are sacking Pep Guardiola. They'll reference back to what happened to Manchester United, what is still happening to Manchester United. When Sir Alex Ferguson was leaving Manchester United, he has won everything for Manchester United. In fact, he has achieved, in excess at Manchester United. So every coach who comes to Manchester United is going to be measured based on what Sir Alex Ferguson had done at Manchester United.
That is a future conversation. You get it. But if you want to go there, then let me ask you: should they be looking at getting rid of him like at the end of this season? You get it? Should they be considering that already?
If there's a perfect, if not, I think the whole thing is more psychological now. But tactically, I think he's still astute.
Okay.
But if they will have to win, you can't just win tactically. Psychological also plays a part. I think Pep Guardiola has done whatever thing he could do. He has given whatever thing he could give Manchester City. So based on that, but if Pep Guardiola will be able to at least get that motivation to win, which I think it will be very difficult. But I think he's the perfect man once again to build Manchester City, to coach Manchester City. Because look, you bring in Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca was an assistant to Pep Guardiola at Manchester City, right? He's going to be measured based on Pep Guardiola. The pressure. Whoever comes is going to be measured based on what Pep Guardiola has achieved. So the pressure, and if you are not careful, they will hire coaches, they will fire them after 2 seasons consecutively, like what Manchester United has been doing.
But sometimes familiarity will breed. How do you say it? Familiarity breeds. I've forgotten that phrase. But because he's been there for a long time, he's won everything with them. and now it looks like the ship is sinking.
Yes, it's
Everybody
sinking.
will want a change.
Everybody
Get
will.
it.
And that's why you need to be very strategic, Prince. That's why you need to be very, very strategic. Because the mistake Manchester United made was bringing David Moyes at that time. He was a
Oh, yeah, the Moyes was someone who had worked with Ferguson before.
yes, but he was young.
He wasn't really young.
No,
Moyes,
but he has not. He didn't have that name.
yes, he was
in
one of the
coaching.
top coaches in the world.
Good.
Yeah.
So he
That
comes
depends
in,
on City.
and he can good. So if Manchester City are going to part ways with Pep Guardiola, if Pep Guardiola is going to leave Manchester City, then they should consider someone who can handle the pressure when it comes. Two, because now Manchester City have a blueprint, they have a footprint, they have a style and an identity. Who can, if not maintain that, something similar to that? Because what Pep Guardiola has done, the legacy is very huge. Charlie, it will be very difficult for someone to come and succeed Pep Guardiola and do same thing like Pep Guardiola did, or just this someone who can do
Premier
just
League titles, 3 in a row.
4 in a row.
4.
Win the Champions League for them for the first time in the club's history. In fact, they won this Champions League ahead of us now. So I think, honestly, sitting here, for the good of Pep Guardiola, for the good of Manchester City, I think they part ways. They should end the marriage. They should find someone. I think Maresca can be the best fit because of what he has done. But even though he's still young, but I think he can because it's Chelsea and other things. But it will take time. If they are going to give him the time and they're not going to be haste as Manchester United, I think. But for Manchester City and then Pep Guardiola, so now
And found.
the league has now.
But if the man is still interested in continuing, I mean, why not? So this is someone who walked away from his beloved Barcelona. He walked away. He said he didn't want to continue. Maybe Bayern, he didn't want him to continue, but he's the
has not been
sole
sacked before.
decider of it.
He has not been
I will
sacked
not
before.
continue at the end of the season. So I think that he's approached the City one in a different way. People thought that he's leaving, but he still ends up extending his contract
So, but you see,
and being part of the new City rebuild. So if he wants to continue, I think that will happen.
you see, if not for Pep Guardiola, why should we be having conversation about the future of Pep Guardiola at Manchester City,
No, we
club
shouldn't be
that's second on the Premier League table?
Yeah, but because it's Pep.
What he has achieved,
Yeah.
that's
He
the
has set some
standard.
standards for himself.
Yeah.
That's the standard.
But telling me the Burkina thing will be very important.
Last year,
the Burkina
Last year,
forget.
yeah.
Okay.
It's never been the same.
last time we did here where you talk say the time now.
Tell her
you
they
dey-
beg so. Why they come talk this
I go
matter
talk
for
am,
you?
No,
But why they talk
I don't want make you know the impact of Burkina.
That one no be woman matampo.
So I mean,
Who the hell want that?
I mean,
If you hear that Burkina,
It be
it was
Let's
go again.
I know question no.
Let's
What's the against a question on what?
Ama kuma. What them the message makuma ji
Shout
chi.
out to Chouameni.
Head to the roof.
So
was there. Was there.
I said that
Wa kuma
What them
ede.
the makuma boy ji chi.
Guardiola-
Budo ma kuresu. Budo kure bugo to
So
jesu.
Charlie, since the Burkina know when the woman left him, it's never been the same.
but I think he has reconciled with the woman once again.
But I'm not sure they are living together.
But
Okay,
they were
well-
not living together, so that was what ended the marriage. Oh.
No.
So there was distance,
Yeah, there was distance. And then the woman said she wanted to end it.
and now they've come back.
Okay, but I don't know. I don't know whether
so
they're
it's you ko ya dwuma yija wa ankon so yija. You
Adwuma
see.
na
Oh.
yeah. But
Hey.
Charlie, I mean, there's that part. There's that part. But Pep, as you mentioned, it's fantastic.
that's what I
The-
laid emphasis
The
on.
decision making.
There is a time in football where your ideas and your philosophy won't work again. It's normal.
Oh, but
It's not like
so-
Pep is so good.
For
I'm
Pep,
not saying-
he's adapting.
See, philosophy, and say tactics and say. I was talking about it.
I'm not- man, can't say I say you, but a bit point be a work it.
the system on
Yeah,
building.
it's a cycle.
ending.
Yeah.
It's also a
It's
transformation.
a
But
cycle.
I mean, when you say, what the fans hope the
No,
transformation.
for the fans, they don't have a problem.
Pep Guardiola.
Hey,
You see,
who man is the fan? Who have a problem?
Lacom,
To be a
Lacom.
fan.
Okay, say, what's
Lacom.
about standard and now what's it?
Lacom.
Was set standard never do a beer. Now, City fans
Lacom.
will say, oh, yeah, Real Madrid.
Lacom.
Good. So because of what Pep Guardiola has done with Manchester City, if they are not careful and they
And
that
not
will
make
that will
it.
present familiarity.
And not
If
make
they say
am.
okay, because of what Pep Guardiola has done, because he has made Manchester City a top club in England
Yeah.
and a cathedral in Europe.
Yeah.
So the fans cannot talk about his performance.
You see, now make us I want even talk about the performance. But Debia or transformation a bechibiano. On because
Yeah,
Pep Guardiola na be we mind.
familiarity breeds contempt.
Now,
That was the right one.
Now come.
It's a
Let's say the dynasty, any cycle in coaching as a whole. No, what moment they make us a cycle be ending?
It will be basically.
It is when the ideas and philosophies are not working.
Because talk about squad.
I can't about the
They are not
project.
working when he's not winning.
Yes.
that is when you can
I'm
do
talking
that.
about the
And is this
project.
the standard of Pep Guardiola?
But he's second in the Premier League table.
And
He's in the Champions
And
League.
and also the team say
The problem is not about Pep struggling tactically.
Since last season, since last season, middle of last season, City said drop it till now. Pep's tactics has been questionable.
Yeah, P.
Start tactics.
The tactics
Has been questionable.
You see,
Oh, no.
Pep
Pep will not be
This has always been questionable.
you see,
Even when he won the title, people were questioning why he was playing.
There be Yedin Pepper,
John Stones
Yedin Pepper,
in the middle, but he won.
Yedin Pepper, but I try a newly idea. Now be fat.
he is still.
Don't
He
say
has done that this season.
Pep is a genius. Pep is a
This
genius.
season,
Edu baby, wa ball 11 games I won lose you. Yeah, cast a bit my budget. Edu baby,
Yes, and I was one.
And you see,
that was
tactically, he's not struggling. The materials now about building the project, and then fade it off. Because any place now can I'm you move fade it off. What we fade, Bernardo fade. I've not recruited any transformation.
The moment Rebecca say coach be a fade off no. That moment the tactical concept no inconsistencies abem.
And the color answer fade off. Color answer fade off.
Inconsistencies abem.
Color fade off.
Color do time go fade off.
Fade off when.
As of 2014 of him do fade off.
Everton or Kofan, Everton stand on you know there. No,
If you are not winning, it means that it's wrong with your approach. There's something wrong with your approach. Sorry.
Maybe only
the
materials.
season is not even over yet.
Color Ancelotti was about
No.
The season is
The
not even
nature
over yet.
is
Listen to me.
the moment you are not winning,
Listen,
there is
and you are saying
something
that-
wrong with your approach.
Now
He's
we
not
on that
losing.
second one so
He's not
winning.
losing.
So on your debut.
Then Ruben Amorim no more criticize nonsense style.
Ruben
No, I'm already not dying for
Nah.
that.
Men can't say
Amorim
to
right there.
people. Me the build concept
No,
natural.
was
Amorim was
no.
saying-
The nature they say. Then I can say Ruben Amorim on tactics no. Because it was not working. I said it here.
The team wasn't performing well.
And performing.
Team performance. Team performing very well. After say the first thing you consider is tactics. The second thing is individualism. In fact, that one
We are talking about the materials.
We are talking about.
what kind of materials I say man you're not being fair. Na nipa o timi kwa market mi genuine kwa spend 200 million. Uso any material. What do you mean?
Relax.
Adaptation can one.
Me say season is not even over yet. You don't know whether he will beat Arsenal.
On the league, you know, some come on there.
You've established that. Yes, and I agree with you. But if you say that because he's not performing or
Because of the tactics there. That's how
it's always been questionable. It's always been questionable.
No, but which coach?
Any news?
No, which coach is in this world that they don't question his tactics?
If
Even Ateta. They are talking about.
this
Even
man.
this they've questioned Ateta's tactics.
Rosinia or Okobo. But Charlie, my take is that, as you mentioned, no, the decisions he's been making is what is getting him here. Because you can't tell me that you are playing a team, like for example, the Real Madrid game. This is what has been working for you. And throughout the season, he's been trying to improvise. And I was settled on Nico Riley on the left side. Sometimes you play him in the middle, and it still works for you. You play Nunes. Nunes has been so. Let me finish. Oh, Nunes has been playing on the right, and it's been working for you. From last season, the guy was struggling.
Yeah, but this season
It was working.
settled. Yeah.
You have a settled back line. Now, Kusanov is a Kuchanov.
Kusanos has right back.
Oh, Boga. You play.
Play.
He's a new guy, but also at least because he's a good player. No,
Yeah.
he's been able to do well with Diaz at the back. Up front, you play
Semenyo
Doku in the same game.
And
You play
plus
Savinho
Savinho.
in the same game. Why?
Bernardo Silva, not the Haaland Atuso.
But throughout the season, you've been playing. You've been playing Nico Gonzalez and Rodri because the two of them gives you balance at the back.
Yeah.
Because when Titi attacking, because these days no, say they don't attack with a structure. First now or maybe I don't want to go back to the Sterlings. I want to do the last one he won So you have a Foden, a De Bruyne,
Bernardo,
Jack Grealish. Who said they had a structure, they were moving together.
Yeah.
So even when they want to defend, they all move together. And they will keep the structure, no? They will keep the shape. But this time, they rotate. It's like you see Mamouche here, you see Semenyo here, you see maybe Haaland on the best stay in the middle. Yeah. So they rotate. Even the shaky guy, sometimes he drops to the left and then to the right. There are a lot of spaces in the team. Into Ubo, Rodri, Nick Gonzalez, why don't you keep that same shape? But this man will want to do another change in a big game like that. Look, I was looking at some stats here. This is Man City's players and their minutes they've played this season. If you look at the top two, it will surprise you that it is just Semenyo and this other new guy, the one he signed from City, from Crystal Palace, McGay. They are leading the minutes for Man City. So most league minutes played. Antoine Semenyo, 2,799 minutes. McGay, the centre back, has 2,009 minutes. The next is the goalkeeper, obviously, he's always playing. So why is it that the two players who sign from other teams are the players leading the most minutes played? It means that you rotate a lot. Yeah. You rotate too much that you don't have consistency in your team. Yes, I understand that in the first half of the season, he was still trying to figure out who to play, where to play with the players. But at least you've settled on some of the key positions in your team. The Nunes guy, the Nico Riley guy on the left, in the middle, the Nico and Godru was working for you. Yes, Mamouche went for AFCON. And so when he came back, it was Semenyo, who was settled in playing very, very well. And then Rancheki also there in the team. But this man is still trying to rotate around, and that is what I think is not helping him. Look, the team still has Phil Foden. Why is he not playing him? Yes, people say that he's out of form. But if you don't play him,
how will he regain?
Charlie, how would he regain the form for you? So, and like unfortunately for him, his best goal scorer, Erling Haaland, is not firing. He scored 4 goals in the last 18 games. Semenyo has been a very, very good goal poacher. But as I always said, even before Semenyo went into the team, is he the one that can create magic for you when you need something special in the team? You don't have it. Bernardo Silva will be the creative force for you, but he is playing with his last legs. So why do you bench Rancheki and then Phil Foden in games like that? So the man his decisions are questionable. And recently, I watched his video that he was complaining that why is that people pick on him when his decisions backfire. Yes, you know you are a genius. He was saying that when it works for him, we praise him that he's a genius. But when it doesn't work, we criticize him. We have to criticize you. Because why is it that every day you want to overdo things? Okay. There are simple things that you can do to win games. For example, what Maresca did to PSG to win the Club World Cup final. See, he did. Yes, there were special things he was thinking about. But if you look at it, it was very simple. PSG is a team that they will press you very high. So why don't you go long? When we go long, they will have space behind them. Kupama will pick the ball up and he will just move it forward. But this man will always want to overthink. And when you do that, Charlie, it doesn't help.
Okay, so what you've highlighted is something I really like, because it backs my argument a lot. Now, you were talking about Pep has been doing something that's working for him throughout the season, right? But in a big game, he will change it. That's tactical inconsistency. What I was talking about. No, but
you are saying the tactics.
Say any tactical inconsistency. How do you play this? It works for you. Then the next game, because of fear and overthinking, you change it. Then you lose. A tactical inconsistency.
Tactical inconsistency is when a manager is playing 3-4-3. We know that you play 3-4-3 every day. but it's all of a sudden you are changing to a 4-4-2 or 4-3-3.
But this is
that
the,
is inconsistent.
there has been series of times that Pep Guardiola has had the formation approaching in this.
But Pep is not someone now. But totally say about 3 back. You
And
understand? That is that's kind of
See,
inconsistent.
the major one is
But
there.
the roles of the players is what is being changed.
The ideas, you know. Now say
And
roles in
the-
the executive
And
tactics, you know.
listen, and the personnel in the team.
Now come on,
Any tactical inconsistency.
any roles in the executive tactics.
Roles, then you identify them for
And
us.
then, Tio, and then, yeah, Bobo. Now me can say, me set example keke, and yet possible. Me can say, me keep on never drop deep about by DMR. And yet, role any new tactics that me execute. Role am dem keep on. We go keeper, but me try and drop it deep me DM. And the role executive tactics.
How do you do a goalkeeper to be?
Like me say, me cite example keke. I'm just citing an example.
What's the
When
tactical
them didn't catch the say, and yet possible, but I'm just citing an example keke. Say, and then me go keeper.
So cite a realistic example.
Enti ene say bia me fullback ye kwe nam so be drop ababa be ship ababa double pivot tactics role nam the man ni say ababa ka double pivot enye na exact role bo o sha say as right back be ko be ship tactics ana me boa
But you see,
enti the moment approach we for role when the man you go and change it tactical inconsistency bro
Yes, and your role no change you. Personnel now change you.
no
Personnel now change you. Why do you identify those changes now? You've not identified them.
no
So tell us the inconsistency now.
Pep, I really love Pep, but he has been inconsistent this season.
In what?
I won't lie
Just
to
say
you.
it.
okay, so Pep. Well, so apart from Arsenal, no team has been consistent in the Premier League this season.
Fact. I accept that.
Okay.
Fact.
But you see, Pep Guardiola that we are talking about. See, the reason why I don't believe his tactics.
What's it apart from Arsenal for account?
Arsenal are maintaining consistency.
No, because Arsenal is on top.
On top.
And
Because
then-
the entire my Arsenal.
Consistency in what?
The entire my
Consistency in what? Arsenal no.
say Manchester City at the second on the Premier League table with Boa or more Bono. Now still you see question Pep Guardiola and tactical competence. They are then the only thing we can excuse right now is Arsenal because they are ahead of Manchester City. That's where I'm coming from.
Okay.
You understand? But when we talk of consistency, Mikel Arteta, it's mission tactics.
You see, tactical consistency no. Enya dey ebony o, but results na bad than he do come.
That is it.
Because Mikel Arteta is tactically inconsistent because dantan nyama at the point in time. But fancy na enka Pep dey fancy na enka.
And inconsistency na results.
It's obi inconsistent with the that
There
doesn't
you
mean
go.
Pep, no, listen. We know
What
him,
is
we
an
know him to
effort?
be.
What is an effort? You are a genius.
We
The
know
moment
it-
that
listen.
same for you inconsistent.
We
Sani
know
we
it-
are saying it and carpe
We
then.
know him to be a
Anna, Menya right.
about positional football.
Oh.
Possessive football, the rigid style, pass from the back goalkeeper. But he is trying to adapt to the modern way of football. These days, any team and above from the back in the Premier League, they are all changing. And on who says on so wants to sign because the teams also press very high. Into now for goalkeeper on boss abo ni biu. In these days, he goes long from the goalkeeper to Erling Haaland.
He want to transform, but
Yes, he's adapting.
Yeah, he want to transform things.
You guys
But
are
make us
only
say
consistent.
Transformation.
It will take a little bit of time.
Yeah, for him it would. But now time now taking him say waiting a standard. No, only patient for him. We believe in the Pep. Yes, I'm another transformation. Say be I come Leicester City. My yes,
Agenda for now.
Charlie, but in all of this, they still are active in the Champions League. They have one game to go.
active,
very, very
inactive,
difficult.
active, action, very.
Quadruple is still on.
Oh no.
Still on for
So
me.
Charlie,
For
Ima-
him,
Ima
for
Fatu
him,
Sumai,
for I don't know we were.
on 22nd of
We didn't
March.
him.
I said me kaba. Let's see some near King.
Okay.
Was it quadruple on for them?
22nd
When they hope.
22nd of March, they are playing Carabao Cup final with Arsenal.
Arsenal.
So they can still win a
Oh,
title.
Arsenal means abo.
They will play
Very difficult.
FA Cup tie, which is on the 16th of May.
In 23rd man.
No, the FA Cup final, I can see in Duhu.
Africa, I think mock Africa round of season is a quarter final.
Only Liverpool never.
Yeah.
So it means that they can still meet Arsenal.
Arsenal.
And then the Champions League, they can still, or they are still active.
Active were here.
Active, inactive.
But with this result, they're very
And the league title, too,
Because some
they will still play Arsenal in the league title. Right?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
players
yeah, they have a
Etihad.
match against Arsenal.
And I mean, It means that you can't rule them out.
You can rule them out. You can rule them out.
Oh, no, but it's realistic.
But they have Madrid.
Maza.
No, they have.
One stick.
In corner.
One stick. Realistic way. But I hope you hope you nyako ba kura toma na ento. Jai.
Who does say Tuesday? Madrid. Man City show me your movie.
Football dey beat me.
It's the mechanic now.
That me about them my put me putu we. But me come on first one me can we are not can dey can say beat me right. We beat me see football. That's what I say. We beat me see because at the Santiago Bernabeu crowd Brana ka 6 minutes Karema for the BG 2 and that's it for. But it's really the
Why do you think go happen? Why do you think?
Me who is
That's
it?
actually
Ibe madu kwa come question mo meza question visit wait here. Come question wait here.
Okay. Albert.
Oh, they said the Man City this year. We may qualify Champions League now. Oh no, it's not possible.
Qualify.
Enye.
Don't win the trophy. Carabao Cup final.
Oh, but be a final
They might win.
Final no match Arsenal.
They can win 2 trophies. Maybe the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. Arsenal in the final at the Carabao Cup. They can win because Pep Guardiola won last season one trophy called trophyless. And he's in the final. What I say, who's the Premier League in the bed team. So that is the only hope. In the last Carabao Cup,
and then the one chuma muzi. When you go say be as that time no concern Champions League go me free to who stand.
And of Champions League anymore. Only Champions League be
And actually right now it's very very critical and tricky because so from Champions League now. On him said Premier League in Aka and as a Carabao Cup now. And it's over bono this month it will be very very cagey for Arsenal. And let's not forget also our Arsenal but also our standing game but the Arsenal to also make careful.
No, if supposing Arsenal
because 9 points
those say Man City win a standing game
now. Crystal Palace has 6. Also our Arsenal but
3. Also our Chelsea is about no match is be ball no nya was it for.
Chelsea is always.
Just say acho. Omunji Champions League from something that no musha umbi
at this point to Hana Pep.
Also Liverpool Pep saw Liverpool.
Nah, or shall Liverpool back to back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say be FA Cup no Liverpool. FA Cup.
Okay, Asabu Newcastle. So I Newcastle.
I see Newcastle.
They are kind Arsenal there.
Arsenal Chelsea.
Oh, West Ham kura nyi ya.
West Ham so anyi.
Oh, cool. West Ham kura nyi ya.
I don't know. Champions League no and then Carabao Cup.
For Manchester City, right? It would be unrealistic and also a historic mistake for Real Madrid to allow Manchester City to do a comeback against them. So what did they make us say? Let's not forget to say. We are talking about club competition here, but no.
Competition yes na. Papa.
I ask come
that's what we need for a fact. We know. Me opposition fan. Me Madrid in ko here, but the fact is fact. Competition.
Competition back home.
Competition anymore. So the truth is, I don't know the unrealistic City to come back or it's hard. That's what the Americans say. But they can focus on the domestic cups like FA Cup and the Carabao. Now at least man got trophyless. Because the Premier League in the year, I feel we are not landing. Not landing and call hospice for no. About the Ghanish not landing on me
not landing as Obi Abehu. Now Munyamenkwa Omodro jubilation no jubilate. Already I'm say neighbor.
I should for more. Omo chiro mo pay.
From say team. Hey bye that omo different say Dragosin wasan papa. Man in ball for real. Uni ball say Dragosin was one man. Omo defender ya wachi to free Romania.
Na Romania ho ebo bo no ma.
Hey man sound. Man sound.
Ni power sapa. Mo money dey.
Why?
Mo money dey Spence.
Oh, some can make one that.
But shape papa.
Yes,
there's nothing special about Spence.
Or you annoying to watch. And yes, be was like. Or you annoying to now.
There's nothing special about him.
Hey boy no what's that choto?
Radu Dragosin.
Dragosin make no.
Go from free fa.
Romania.
No, you. No Premier League no more.
Romania.
You see, there be no Premier League. No, give out a good performance.
That's how Kevin.
Douglas.
Now
Romania they say Romania they say omo dey blue light.
Kevin Dawson a good player. Okay, they be they say Van der Ven. Who you move from man?
Space team na.
good players
Also more top 6.
good players
Now, only my dear ho.
I can say players no. Unim say Liverpool match.
Season is as a make say
out injured.
I'm a prepare for well. Kudu Sudan.
Na akwana ya sa go fa na ba no. I go to the no nya dey.
So I do. Stabilize Juventus. Stabilize.
Why you pay? Why you pay?
Stability na way and one we can and no
me so man so
Christ management.
On there. Can't say any repair nkwa.
Oh, o ti mi yan ye pray.
We na say.
Oye ka we na say. Ready as e pa o.
Ka we dey easy no move down.
Auto engine to green yi.
Accident car ke see pa dey see.
I'm going.
O relegation o me say dem mo.
I have that belief so betimi akọ.
Maybe some relegation. Championship lap no mo ko ball.
Omo boy ne bo omo. 1-1 no ma bo na bo omo.
Hey.
1-1 no bo pa against Liverpool. Bibi ya onye temple time no dey because match na kan dey ni go so lose one crowd.
So be relegation only 3 games.
30 points.
O tell mo ka 29-29.
Onye 40 am kweli.
Hwe mo na chi na e. Hwe mo na chi. 29-29. Sa go 19th place o. 20th no dey worry crowd.
This is what the 15th right.
Or 30 points. You say 8 games to go.
8 games to go.
Which means 8 times 3.
24. Enti already mu. O dey already.
Na 24 na ebo, you no kwa na ebo. I don't know kwa na ebo. Omo makari na so boy we say.
Over 12 points. Only over 12 cra, over 11.
Over 12 na fala. Fu am gro ndman je.
Entry in next matches. Or go home Nottingham Forest. Away to Sunderland. At home to Brighton. Away to Wolves.
Ni dey difficult to.
Oko Aston Villa. Leeds.
Ni dey difficult no.
No, but Everton.
That's a bad thing. I didn't say me more kind of so matches, but matches when you match F. Obe vitality over.
Only so Forest are oben call relegation. Because Forest na den cheap. Now to me Forest now.
Forest for so way. Omo do omo call.
West Ham so that yo.
West Ham 29.
But omo when I say the omo Mario Kuti kwa the Vantin.
Wolves ni Ben Livo na
omo no where there omo.
But space the kakole die.
Okay, challenging that's one beam naka.
This is mobile empire mom. I go to the empire.
One beam naka never so.
I think say for me I'll commend Federico Valverde's performance in crisis of Real Madrid. Oh, say me when say me Barcelona.
Crisis be na o kan was.
Injuries
okay. Mas é pra.
Unim say. Unim say.
É pra.
Me Barcelona ni.
Mbappe Bellingham na mpre.
Barcelona ni nka Madrid asemo de.
E fa ho be.
Kem fa me ho e na Madrid ho nsemo de kem fa me ho. But the tennis obi ya de a. Fa. O rival asemo to nchen.
The canoe
crazy akwane.
But ya oti kura de nya about o club or support you.
Yeah.
Chichinzim mu yi.
Yeah. Or perform very well. And one thing they say yemfa everything in Soma Beloa. I think say amount for underrated Juma Beloa. Yeah. Just because say on that top coach in there. More relaxed. The approach of
but I didn't know tutu. Zaza Bello said about tutu.
You're my coach. Ultimate Benfica. Or say Sakio Sadana.
Hey. My they no be na come underrated no.
City amuki. They be amu share City 50-50.
Akwa we have one pa.
Mo underrated.
When underrated Bello asin.
Me. That na underrated no. Me underrated no.
Fanyu.
To the standard of Real Madrid, you on the me gusuaka. You see, to the standard of Real Madrid, me we season wa je UEFA Champions League come saka no kofo bi fro.
We.
What dem asam hu ni say.
It's not near then. Musa near Champions League right. Watch it.
Obi tibi kwa ji ade otize man na mo de mo 30.
That is one like
Chelsea. Roberto Di Matteo 2012.
Oji am.
Oji influence this. E wo le ti konko.
The
season. I mean, try there. Who the remember me come on.
Enzo
the tennis. I dey below here, you know. ɛnyɛ obi a ne bi ti Pep Guardiola o ɛma obi anada o
why na yɛ dwuma wabu Jose abo Pep
that approach
wa that approach now teams are hands for so winners yamo
that freedom
hands break na yɛ yanka ɛna Nancy tacticancy ɔmo mbo mi na other teams ne mo
it's like you team agete for mo show relegation for you na show na wo team show
man show
tio
man so na o kan get mo mo di anka la liga min show I video na get me show what I say get for da kana yeah
the idea
that's who cup na yebo
Valverde freedom to roam so what they make and say I will match him just to invade spaces no arrive at the right spot one say go no was a spot on tactics by Beloa now they see ka krebi the match quite a trend
oh yeah
they say me this CBB ka krebi so you see that positioning of this guy Brahim Diaz any other goal any play key role ever matching him one thing is only na City for na press very high and na Rodri move ko him then you position players no Rodri echi it means you set a trap with echi so now say City for na call many man that's a long ball na ba so more Rodri echi nti no now Magay any kusan of mono ebe for some ko press Madrid for no anymore which leaves space for Valverde and others to pass through spot on tactics and a recent time no Valverde from nowhere no baba be I think said that role now Carlo Ancelotti the match with Bellingham no it is same thing now
Carlo no cry Yusuf Valverde the same role
within this period no
season back was share 15 goals
yes it is same thing within this period no Abelo wants to use Valverde and he's performing very well. And flourishing. Oh, he's learning on the job. All those don't do Madrid standard.
Oh no, Osuande. Say me, Osuande. Oh, journalist in so to
the end justifies the means. So we not so I be
and what the end the judgment. Someone said the end. I heard you welcome.
Oh, some must be champions.
When I say journalist.
Abelo journalist. Yeah, journalist. Wa kon school you Spanish or Spain.
Oh, practice.
Yeah, or practice no or practice no jabe. Oh, Spain mountains. Oh, you that's Spain mountains. Okay, that median there. But you see, I dare compensate me doing come out about.
But I'm not betting go.
Oh, my cat 1 minute and I me allowed in
Well, we shall say
and our performance. You see, it didn't come about Real Madrid La Fabrica.
Oh yes, the academy boys.
Say who Chendo. Now who Aval Abelwa. Their comment after the performance of Real Madrid La Fabrica players, you know. This weekend, you see, I say Abelwa say eni no say oja bibia to okra na okwa o be happy Chendo so after the match okfre place ni no no mutwa picture you see Chendo La Fabrica boy
senior our diploma in journalism he never worked as a journalist but we degree on that
general diploma uni so or work ebia tie one work under any media but mo journalist
he's a trained journalist but he never practice journalism
obo practice but yeah you one go into any yeah minimum media one
but or set the end
set no you see Chendo ko from by no mutwa picture Chendo Real Madrid legend and he was a La Fabrica.
Oh no, Obo Papi there.
Oh, Chendo he's Chendo. Okay. You can go Chendo.
Only say the greatest La Fabrica asset am producer Raul Gonzalez. You know,
but that doesn't mean say Chendo so am about. Me discredit is Raul nye.
Me say the name.
Yeah, me the second and I'll call him and I'll call him.
Fat, man.
See, me discredit it. Oh say, me tell them can.
Me that's not going to name you.
Yo, but about Real Madrid. Oh, that be or a part of the managerial members of Real Madrid. And they were on me. Oh no, Bobo. He was a foreign.
Chendo. Chendo. Nidiangaza di Miguel Polan Nogueira.
Jack.
Known as Chendo. Chendo, about 497 official appearances in Real Madrid.
Now,
which era? era?
Munti
was-
Mugia Makasa. Yeah, Ogogo Nanyana.
I'm going to make sure.
It was a-
Okay, to remember.
Big ups to Real Madrid Academy.
Okay,
La
no,
Fabrica.
no.
Ohunya ya you.
They come in, say, my man come in, say,
Charlie,
yeah,
you need time, you
chamano.
need
Oh,
time.
I be catching. Oh,
time.
chamano say, hey.
Now, hey, who can say cutting class? You didn't say it. For the first time, you assembled 5 youth academy players to play the team.
Maybe kasa na man can make kasa ba
You
ho.
should have started that way.
That be make kasa ba ho. Me say we need to talk about
Chando
Real
about
Madrid
Mario Bon and better young boys in
And
the
And me buy.
5 players played in the game. Oh my idea. Next time I below on sa na we share na we decide na we share. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Abelo usiani